Hello, 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 world. How is it going today? Another day, another play, and we back. How is it going, everybody? Hopefully everybody's doing well. I almost forgot. I gotta get my chat up. Let me get my chat up here so I can see what you guys are saying, you crazy people. You beautiful, crazy people. Let's get it all up. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, boom. Okay, we got chat pulled up. I don't have TikTok chat right now. I got, whoa, I mean, that big. Okay, we got YouTube, bada boom, bada bing. Okay, now I just got to figure out where. I got to figure out where my TikTok chat is. Also, I'll swear, TikTok chat is just not liking me. Wait, I think I got it. I think I got it. In 2 seconds. How is everybody doing today? If you guys haven't noticed, I've been gone, but now he's back. Thank you, Gronky, so much for the subscription. Casual, thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate both of you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tommy, don't ever leave again. Well, I'm going to tell you guys what's up. And I thought Delivered shut down. No, we didn't shut down. Ever done a fleet deal, 100 plus vans? I've done fleet deals. I've never done 100. We did like 20 to 30. But we could do 100. Thank you. So, oh my God. Thank you, Casual. Sorry. Thank you, Lissa. Thank you, Frantic, for the subscriptions. Thank you guys so much. 6 months. What? We appreciate it. So we're going to be answering some questions. I'll be going through what Delivered has been doing, which was why we haven't been streaming. And I have some good news. And you're right, Kaya. I am exhausted, which is why this stream will be a little bit shorter today. I want to make sure I gave you guys something. But first off, let me answer the question that everybody's been asking right now, which is, Tommy, where the hell have you been? What the heck are you doing? Can we figure that out, Tommy? Well, what has Tommy been doing? I'm just kidding. So we don't always like talk about our travel plans if we're gonna do travel plans just because of privacy. But we had a wedding venue we wanted to test that was out of the country that we needed to go to for 4 days. I did work while I was there, but unfortunately the Wi-Fi was not strong enough for me to actually stream. We tested it, didn't work, and we didn't want to put a subpar product out, so we just didn't stream that week at all. I then went to a TikTok event. I literally got home, went to bed, and that next morning I then got on a plane again to go to Texas to do a few things in Texas, and then I had to go fly to New York for an event. So I've been out basically nonstop travel for the last 2 weeks. I haven't been home. This is the first time you see that I am home other than for that one night in the last 2 weeks. So it's been a lot, but I've got some good news for you, cause we are about to get into negotiation month, delivered month, whatever. I don't know the name. We're thinking about the name. Delivered month, delivered. Looks like getting sponsorships. No, not getting sponsorships at all. It was all delivered stuff. I was in delivered. I negotiated a live deal in Texas. I'm just tired, guys. Igor got unbanned? No, not at all. He shouldn't get on. I don't think he's unbanned. He's still banned until he pays me. But he did try to talk some crap about me, and then he deleted his comments. But so we have negotiation month coming, which is November. So what does that mean for you guys? First off, tomorrow is really when this kicks off, kind of. Tomorrow we are doing a Halloween themed video, live stream, everything. And I can tell you, I tried on the costume. It's right here. And it's amazing. I don't think you guys will ever guess what it is, but we will be in costume tomorrow. It's pretty sick. I'm very, very excited for that. And then we will be live streaming 5 days a week next month. All of November, we will be live streaming 5 days a week. Other than on Thanksgiving, I think we're going to take that. We're not going to do 5 days a week. I think we'll do 3 days that week. So 5 days a week, we are going. We're very, very excited. I will give you guys some forewarning. We will not always be live on every single platform. So there might be a day where we just do a Twitch stream and do something special for Twitch. There might be a day where we do something, but we will be live. So if you're not following us on all the platforms, try to. The negotiations will all be on everything, so that won't change. We're not negotiating 5 days out of the week. We're going live 5 days out of the week, but the live streams that are for phone calls are going to be dedicated just all phone calls for hours on end. And we'll move there. So just a heads up. Bada boom, bada bing. But you're going to get 5 days a week. It should be 3 p.m. Eastern. But that time might change on the Mondays and Fridays we don't normally stream. But yay, more streaming. Do you want to put money on the fact that you most likely will not go live 5 days out of the week out of all? Yeah. Anthony, how much you want to put on it? Actually, I've learned not to make bets with chat because they don't pay up. But I'll bet you, if you want to bet 100 gifted subs, either I'll gift chat 100 gifted subs or you have to give chat 100 gifted subs. I'll do that. I feel very confident. We already have it all planned out. Thank you so much for the subscription. Somebody else subscribed? I saw somebody else subscribed. D Soda, thank you so much for the subscription. Craziness, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Yeah, 100%. We have it all planned out, so we're streaming 5 days. Bro retired from streaming. We're about to do a streamathon. Chancey Billups? I don't know what that is. I will say, guys, November is probably going to be the craziest content month that we've ever had. I've decided I'm going to make, I decided I've already started working on it. I'm making a video, which I think you guys will like a lot. It is not a negotiation video, but I think some things need to be addressed and some words have been thrown at delivered, and we're not letting it settle anymore. So we are going to make a pretty fun video that'll actually go up on YouTube. I'm very excited because we almost never put that kind of stuff on YouTube. It's almost always TikTok. So YouTube will get the love there. Where's part 2, the most recent TikTok? Oh, it's going to get uploaded tonight. It's going to get uploaded tonight. There's multiple parts to that video. Honestly, I was really tired. So last night too, I was out. I had a TikTok event where we met with a lot of TikTokers. And it was a great event. But it took a lot. It was a lot out of me mentally, which is why I'm pretty tired today. No calls today, guys. No calls. This stream is going to be a shorter stream. I promise to stream today. Tomorrow's will be a longer stream. Honestly, I got about 4 hours of sleep last night. I slept on the plane a little bit. But I got home around 12:30 p.m. today, and I'm streaming to say, hey, we're going to do it. But I've been gone from a lot of things. I've got to take care of some clients. Tomorrow will be Halloween stream. It will be great. Are you in Texas? I was in Texas for a while. I went to do a few things. I did a live negotiation, which I do want to ask you guys if you guys think the Ray-Bans are going to be the best way to do it. I realized that when I walk into a dealership, I am a celebrity, which is crazy. Like, I get recognized in public all the time, but if I walk into a dealership, customers are recognized. I think I got recognized like 10 times at that dealership from customers and salespeople. Me just being there, like it was insane. And I realized I just don't step in many dealerships. We do it every few months, but I can walk into a dealership and have customers that are buying cars recognize me. It's crazy. They'll be able to see your recording. There's ways around it. I want to sell my current truck and get something more reliable. Best way, I mean, sell your current truck and get something more reliable. Easy. I bet the dealership was sweating seeing you come. Yeah, I definitely think they thought they were going to make a lot of money. And actually, it was funny because I even apologized to the salesperson because I feel like that it wouldn't have been as good. I mean, I was like, hey, I'm sorry because I took money out of your own pocket, but I'm not sorry because she deserves a great deal. Exactly what I said. It was good. It was good. It was really cool. Yes, trade would be the best way. Why are Subarus so cheap right now? They're not. I mean, they're as expensive as any other cars. I am not hiring. I am not hiring. I am not hiring. I am not hiring. Are you in debt? I mean, sure. I mean, isn't every like? I mean, very few people are debt free completely. My car, my M5 CS will be paid off by the end of the year. That's the goal. I owe about 20K left on it, but I sold my Subaru. That's worth about 15, and not all that money will go towards it once I get that check. And then I should have the last bit of that paid off. So that'll be paid off. What other debt do I have? I don't owe anything else on the other cars. I have a one pay lease. That lease is already paid off. What other money do I owe? I don't owe. I rent on my house. I rent on my house. How'd you sell it to a dealership? Do you know how the market is for 25 Rams? Good, great, awesome. Like crazy discounts, but I mean, all trucks are overpriced. What would you recommend for large SUVs? I mean, realistically, it depends on what you're looking for. I mean, if you're going for like high-end luxury, Escalade's the way to go. Suburban can be good depending on where you go. Chevy's probably the best at it right now, even though they are having engine problems. You just have to know what engine to buy, but otherwise you're fine. Will Hyundai boost finance cash on 25s? They might for the incentives, but normally they go low rate. Low rate is what they'll do. How'd you learn to negotiate so well? And do you have advice for someone who wants to buy a car but is nervous to going into the dealership? Don't go into the dealership. So how did I learn to do this? I've been just doing it over and 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 over. Um, so just don't go into the dealership. Do everything over phone. If you don't feel confident talking on the phone, text dealerships and do it all via text. No, I'm not sick. I'm just really tired. Like I said, I've got about 4 hours of sleep last night. I wanted to give you guys a stream because I promised you I would. I can't put off another one. Thank you for the $5 donation. Thanks, Tommy, for helping me save $4,000 off my 26. Dang. Another 500 in rebates. Look at you, Francisco. Good job. Thank you for the $5. I'm just tired. I'm probably gonna take a nap here after all this, even though I have an energy drink back here. Any updated thoughts on the 26 Outback? I don't like the new Outback. I think it looks bad. I think the design is rough. Rough. I'm not a big fan. Average amount off a Bronco, 10% at least. Looking to purchase a BMW custom order in January. Good or bad time knowing tax season is on the way. So, guys, I'll tell you, if you buy a car in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, like, there's no perfect month, right? There's no tax season benefit. There's no holiday sale. None of that really exists. You can get similar, as long as you're educated, you can get similar deals no matter what. What are the chances of having you do our deal if we hire you? How much are you getting off Traverse? So let me talk about this because this is evolved, and I want to be very clear on how delivered is. So we do about 200 deals on a monthly basis, and I'm running, like, I understand a lot of you guys just see this, but running a business is a full-time job, and the idea, I have to eventually become a boss and an owner and less of an employee, and making sure our team is going through. So my current strategy I have is I negotiate on every single deal. I just might not negotiate the full thing. I might make 5 phone calls on every single deal and help my team get to where they're at. You won't exclusively have me, but I'll be very honest. You don't want to exclusively have me because my day is so busy. My calendar is booked from 7 a.m. to really like 9 p.m. and like I don't want you to feel ignored through that. We have a 3-tier process where you have me working on your deal, you have a deal coordinator and a deal coordinator support. Our reviews have spoken for themselves. People really like this experience much better than it has been in past. Would you do anything differently if you could start your business again? I feel like everything we've done is good learning experience. I mean, the only thing that I said, and I said this a lot when I was talking to creators at the event yesterday, is I wish I stuck with YouTube. I gave up on YouTube for a while and I gave up on Instagram for a while because it wasn't really working and it was a lot of work to post on everything. And I'm like, it's fine. I just won't do it. If I could go back, I wish I would have kept doing that because I see the fruits of labor on both those platforms. And now I feel like I'm behind. Is Toyotathon worth the hype? No. What do you see on 1794s? We just did, I think, $13,000 off. I can go through the deals if you guys want. Also, we are thinking about I'm debating on it a little bit. We've had a lot of requests for it, and I want to do it right, so it might be a week or two, it might be a few weeks before we do it. But I think we're gonna do some type of Discord or subscription with like the deals that we're getting posted on there, behind the scenes content, like just a few things. It would be a paid service because it's going to put a lot of work into actually building it. It's not going to be, I'm not going to do like exclusive content, but it would be like behind the scenes, like we're working a deal and this is what we're looking at, more educational. We want to have that wing for people who want it. I don't want to open up a whole nother channel. It has to make sense for us to build it out. So it will be super low key. We'll probably have a limited amount of people, but we just want to test it out. A Patreon of sorts. Yeah, making it like members. We don't want to make it crazy, but we want to make sure it makes sense, right? We want to make it zero pressure. Oh my God, thank you for the $50 donation. Thank you for your videos. I was able to get my daughter's A3 $40,000 out the door. Dang, son or woman. It's Mr. Rogers. It's son. Thank you so much. That's great. That's awesome. I'll tell you that I'm just not 100% on how I want to do it yet. But I also want to make sure you guys have the resources, and if I can invest some time into that and it builds and it makes sense, and it's an idea. Best deals on Camrys, 46 grand off. 4 to 6 grand off. People are asking for the closed deals just so you guys can see what we're closing here at Delivered. Also, just so we're clear, when I go through these discounts, when I go through all of these discounts I'm about to go through, these are dealer discounts off of MSRP. They do not include rebates. And they do not include like any, somebody was accusing me. I get accused of a lot of things from car salesmen because they believe that I'm just a liar at all times. So like, I don't include, when I tell you guys the discounts you should shoot for, I don't tell you to any dealer add-ons, any dealer fees, any of that stuff isn't included in that number. The only thing that's included is the discount from MSRP down to whatever price it is, plus rebates, minus any dealer add-ons, but we don't pay for dealer add-ons. So, like, for example, we got $4,500 off a Camry LE. We got $6,000 off a Ford Bronco Badlands, plus a $2K in rebates. We got $8,882.30 off a Yukon Denali. We got 7% off a Audi RS Q8. We got $11,500 off a Toyota Tundra 1794. We just did a Nissan Z Heritage Edition. This was an MSRP deal. $5,500 off a 26 GMC Denali 4-wheel drive. 10% off a CX-50 Signature Turbo plus 1 year maintenance plus free delivery. $5,827 off a GLE Coupe. 10% off another Mazda CX-50. And we ended up closing, we did not close that deal. Never mind, that one did not end up closing. We got $1,500 off a BMW M850i used car. 11% off plus free delivery on a Mazda CX-5 Preferred. 10% off a Honda Accord Touring Hybrid plus rebates. And $1,914 off a used Tahoe Z71. Those are the current last deals in the last 24 hours. When do you think we'll be hiring a new deal coordinator? We just hired 3 people. We're not going to be hiring probably at all this year for the rest of the year. We'd probably be looking into 2026 for the next hire. $5 donation. Thank you so much. Got a 25 cross check for $7K off MSRP. Great deal. Holy moly, $7K. I haven't seen that. That's insane. Somebody asked if the car market is crashing. I'm gonna make a video addressing this. But no, as I've said a million different times, the car market is not crashing. Um, I am not. I am not part of the crowd that is saying it's crashing every single day. The new car market has already crashed, so to speak. And what I mean by that, and I've talked about that many times, is you can get new cars cheaper than used cars right now. That has to correct eventually, but it's not there yet. But it is a bubble, so to speak, because we are in the first time ever where you can buy a new car if you know how to negotiate cheaper than a used car. This hasn't existed in time, and we don't know how long that will last, but it will not last forever as new car inventory increases. Does that mean the car market is crashing for the last 7 years? No. But I'm going to address this because there's been a little bit of slander to my name, so I'm going to make sure it gets addressed in a proper format here. What exactly does your company do? We negotiate car deals for clients. So you hire us and we handle everything. You are missing something. The car market is about to drop because of the government shutdown. Sure. The government shutdown, the economy, the war in Israel, everything is causing the car market to crash. I don't know. Like it's fine. Car manufacturers need to lower MSRPs if they want to move units. The chances of MSRPs lowering, the problem is cars are not going to go back to 2020. And this is when we talk about like a car market crash, right? It depends on how you define that crash, right? There is not a single video that you can find of me ever claiming that the car market pricing is ever going to go back to it was pre-2020. Prices inflated by 25%. I've never once said the market is going to crash and go below back to that. I just don't think that's going to exist. That doesn't make sense. But our car is going from above MSRP to now 10% below MSRP. Yes, that is happening for sure. And manufacturers, we are learning, do have more markup in these cars than they're letting people on to see, because a lot of them were attempting pretty simply to just recover this rebate for the EVs without even thinking about it. A lot of MSRPs dropped by 10 grand, no problem for manufacturers, and it wasn't that big of a deal. Now, a lot of them cut those programs back because it didn't look good that they were able to so easily do this for consumers. They got a lot of backlash, which is part of the problem. I want to do a video on the 26 Corolla Cross because I think if there's any vehicle I've ever seen in a long time, it is, what is the word for it? When it's not hype, but the Corolla Cross is like being like thirst trapped right now. I don't know if it's a marketing campaign from Toyota, but I have seen some like AI Corolla Cross videos and I'm like, oh my God, this thing looks like a Mercedes Benz. I know they just did the off-roading one. Like, it's just like whoever's marketing that car is doing a great job. Hey, Tommy, quick question. Do you consider the Northeast for discounts? It depends on what kind of car you're buying. You are a wizard, Harry. Would you? No, I won't do a motorcycle. Tommy, love your show and your video. It fills the void for me working mindlessly in coding. Have you ever thought about doing this process with motorcycles? Again, I'll just name it because 2 people have asked. No, I will never do motorcycles. Delivered will never handle motorcycles as long as we live. I'll do other things. I won't do motorcycles. What kind of bet is that? You still get 60% of the money if you lose. Are you that far behind on the questions? Are you that far behind? The idea behind it is I'm still paying $100 and I give 100 people free memberships. It's a bet between me and chat. It's between me and chat. Yes, to chats you get the members. You get to be a member. You get the emojis. That was a while ago. That was the beginning of the stream. Why no motorcycles? I had a best friend, or not best friend, a close friend, pass away in high school for a semi that hit him. So we won't. I don't condone people driving motorcycles. You should do another video on the RAV4 market. I will say, I did out of this event yesterday. I really got some really fun ideas for some videos. I'm really excited for. I really want to film one today, but you guys can see my energy level. It's about a 0. So I'm here. I'm chilling. But I'll probably just post one of the videos I have here that I have preloaded ready to go, and then I'll probably film tomorrow. And I gotta order dinner too. I might want sushi or something. I've been eating out a lot, but as a motorcycle rider myself, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, and I get it. Like, people can still do it, but I'm not gonna be a part of that. Are you happy with how your team did while you're away? Yeah, they're great. My team is doing great. There's 3 people still learning their roles and still developing, but they're becoming really good. Michael and Dakota both hit their 20 number last week, which is a huge win. We're really trying to get the team to about 20 deals a week is where we want to be. We created a whole new process in place, and both of those, they're our full-time people right now. Both hit it, so that's a huge win. That's exciting. We're going to keep working on that to get, obviously, our newest hire up and running. It takes about 90 days for this role. But yeah, we want to get him up and running as well. Have you done any Mustangs? 10% off all day. John Jones, why are you streaming if not negotiating? Do some deals, man. Because transparently, this content does better for my business than negotiating car deals. Negotiating car deals is really fun for you, but I imagine because you're asking that question, you're probably not even buying a car right now. You just want the entertainment, which is fine, right? That's cool. But like, you're not my client. Splashcast says staged car deals. Fake. Dang, he caught me, guys. I've been faking the content the whole time. I don't know how I've been doing it for hours on end, and how I'm calling dealerships that are willing to. I wish people. Here's the one that's like funny to me, like, right? And you don't have to ban the person. Don't ban them. I don't want them banned. Let them talk. But like, I do these live, which means if I'm staging this content, I would have to convince a dealership to throw themselves under the bus. You guys have found the dealerships that we're calling. It's not hard. I can't mute all of that, right? But like, do you really think that I have the power to convince a dealership to throw it under the bus? You could just call and BS them. What do you so can you are you saying that I don't have real clients? Or it could be one of your friends on the other line. Splashcast, do you watch this stream? We do it live. Like, the phone calls are live, which means you hear the automated system. You hear through all of this. You gotta try a little bit harder than that. But how many friends do you think I have? Like, I appreciate, honestly, thank you for thinking I'm this popular, but I don't got that many friends. I got like 5 people I talk to on a regular basis, and that's about it. I mean, also, we have a new YouTube video. Everybody should go check it out. Let me see your clients in his car. Okay. Sure. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Five days ago, 6 days ago, 7 days ago, 7 days ago, 7 days ago. This one's a picture of the car 7 days ago, 7 days ago, 8 days ago, 8 days ago, 8 days ago, 11 days ago. Like 11, 13 days. I mean, you just think I'm like, I mean, and these reviews are pretty like thoughtful, right? They're not like 4 seconds. And then you'd also have to argue, how do I pay for my team? Right? I have an entire team. How do I pay for them? You shouldn't show your client list. Those are Google reviews, guys. That wasn't my client list. Just to be clear, those are Google reviews. These are just Google reviews. Like, it's on my client list. This is Google reviews. These are public. Wasted my super chat? I don't think you wasted your super chat. I just haven't got to it yet. Super chat. Thoughts on a Elantra hybrid? Oh, dude, I'm about to turn. Remind me. I want to. The hybrid's a good car. It's a good car. You can get a 2 to 4 grand off. Did Splashcast give up once we showed that? That scared me. Consider confirm. Thoughts on the Bronco market? I've answered it like 3 times, but it's good. 10%. Yeah, and I'm not like exposed. Just so you guys are clear, Google reviews are public. Like they wrote the Google review. I'm allowed to show it on stream that they're a Google review. So no, I'm not leaking my client list. How do you feel about the GR86? I mean, they're fun. They're fun to throw around, right? They're a blast to drive. Camry Nightshade, 4 to 6 grand off, somewhere in that ballpark. Normal off Crosstrek, 10% off. But somebody claimed they got 7,000 off, which is insane. I haven't seen that. $5 donation in the market for a Grand Highlander. What kind of discount can you get on the 2 to 4 grand, somewhere in that ballpark for a discount on a hybrid? 4 grand would be extreme. Really, 2 to 3 is what I'd expect, maybe a little bit over. Good day, Mr. McCooler. Are we negotiating our deals today? We're not negotiating car deals today. That's tomorrow. That was me. It was actually 5.5 thousand. I overcalculated. I don't know which one. Thank you for the $5 donation, ABD. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. What kind of discounts are we getting on Accord? I want to say we're getting right around 7 to 8% on those pretty consistently. I can double check though. Expected discounts on Tacomas over 10%. We did Tacoma live and got like 11% off plus rebates. Why are your videos so addictive? I think it's because there's a few things. Like people do not like dealerships. So like seeing them see pain is fun for people. Secondly, it's a unique niche. Tommy's list is more private than, jeez. Dude, what I love about haters, I wish there was I love having conversations with people that don't believe we're doing real things. But like when they get proven wrong, they just leave. I feel like they need more. They need more. But there is a lot of people that think we fake all this, which is to be fair, to give any credit to anybody, it is crazy. It's a crazy concept that somebody was able to build a business from social media, and now they're doing 200 deals a month. I think about it all the time. I think it's crazy that we're negotiating 200 deals a month, and really we should be doing more. We just have to build our process out. Once we build our process out a little bit more, we can do more. We're just not able to answer and help everybody that wants help. How much do your services cost? We charge a flat fee of $1,000. We handle everything for us. And just so you guys are clear, how right now consult spots are very limited. So if you want help with questions, right? All you have to do is go to the homepage, go to the very bottom, and fill out this form right here. If you fill out this form right here, I get back to these almost daily. I've missed a few days, so I'm like 3 days behind. I'm going to get all those done tonight on the couch. But that's just because I've been traveling literally nonstop. But we do new, used, we do all this. But you can go here, you'll ask the question, and that's how we're doing consults right now. I do all of the consults. I answer all of these questions myself. The problem with consults right now is there are thousands of you guys. If we look at my email right now for people that have asked questions in my email, I'm getting 20 to 50 a day for people just asking questions. I can't do that many consults in a day anymore. It just doesn't make sense. We're still doing consults, right? But we're limiting the amount that we're doing and really trying to focus on answering people's emails. Will you, Car Edge, Billy the Car Kid, and the Car Lady ever hold a convention for $4,000? What? A convention and you want to pay us 4 grand? No, thank you. My convention fee would be more expensive. Serious question. Oh, thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate that. Serious question. What's so wrong with paying MSRP if makes the whole process super easy? I mean, a few different things, right? Why should one person pay MSRP and it be super easy? And depending on the dealership, somebody can get $5,000 off and it be not that much more difficult, right? Secondly, in what other industry are we in where two people can walk in and buy the same product, and depending on how difficult the process is, now it becomes thousands of dollars more expensive? None of that lines up. There's no other industry that does this. Why not just make it easy and give people a good price? What's so wrong with a dealership which doesn't rely on car sales, new car sales, in order to make their money anyway? Like, let's be very frank, new car dealerships are not banking on new car sales to make their inventory. They have a cycle, which a lot of people do, on getting people into their ecosystem. But the reason why it's so benefited is because they can pay their car salesman next to nothing, charge a commission or pay a commission. And now car salesmen have this negative connotation with giving good deals because they lose commission. What kind of background do you have? Sales and finance. And then I'm Croatian. But thank you so much for the $10 donation. I want to buy a Honda Odyssey 0%. I offered 20K because I'm medium to low credit. It's 58K, but I got denied. Can you help me negotiate this car? It's a touring. You want to get 0% of the Odyssey? I don't think they're doing 0% of the Odyssey. And then you offered 20K. You asked for $38,000. I have so many questions. I need you, if somebody can correlate that question in something that makes a little more sense. If you want to repost it in one of the moderators, I appreciate the donation. I want to answer your question, but I don't understand it. FYI, no YouTube skinny today either. Oh, wait, what? Oh, that was before. Wait, okay. Okay. They did offer the 0%. Is Honda offering 0%? I mean, I could just be... I don't think they're offering 0% right now. I mean, I can look it up. Is Honda offering it, or is the dealership doing it? Because there's two different things, and that's something that people don't understand. There's two different things between the dealership doing it. Toyota, I can just look it up. Honda Odyssey 0%. No. No, there's no 0%. And just so you guys know, this actually happened to the client that I was helping. Thank you for the donation, Doctor. $20 donation. Holy moly. Yeah, so guys, just so we're clear, I want to be super crystal clear about this. If you should almost never trust any deal where a dealership is offering a lower rate than what the manufacturer is offering. They unless it's like a bank that they're getting, but they're offering like 0%. This is almost always going to cost you to spend more money doing that deal than it would be just taking the actual rate that they're giving and then doing a real negotiation. If you're getting 0%, you are going to be paying for that one way or another. Doctor, I see your question. What should I target for an X3? 10%? Or I just got 13% off one. The X3 deals are crazy. It's not from the manufacturer. You can go onto the manufacturer website and go through and see what kind of deals they're doing. What's your team's performance versus you? So if I negotiate, I'll negotiate more deals than anybody on my team right now, just because of I'm good at what I do. But right now our team's doing great. They're doing 20 deals a week right now per person, which is what is expected for them. Their discounts are honestly a lot of times better than what I was getting. And the communication for clients is such a better experience. But I'm involved in every single car deal here at Delivered. So like tomorrow, I'm going to call on behalf of some of our clients here. We make calls all day. New Toyota Sport Tacoma. I pay you $1,000. What can I expect to save? On a Tacoma Sport 4 to 5,500 off, somewhere 4,000, 5,500 off, MSRP at least. Thank you, doctor. I appreciate it. What percentage off a Grand Highlander hybrid? I would say $2 to $4 grand off, somewhere in that ballpark. It varies depending on the market. How's the EV market? Honestly, we haven't done many EVs this month. I don't have a really good idea of what the EV market is doing right now because we got rid of them. Tommy, can we get your opinion on the Jaguar rebrand? So, good question. I made a video on this. I think them going all EV is stupid. That I don't think is smart. I think the way they did their first marketing video, which is, very colorful, I actually think was genius. And I think it was genius because people are talking about Jaguar, even if it's in a negative capacity. They had more people talking about Jaguar than anybody's talked about in the last 27 years. So they had more people looking at their product doing this, even if it was all negative, right? That's still press is better. Now we know they're getting a rebrand. You're asking that question, which nobody would ask that question before if they didn't have this. That being said, I don't like that they're going full EV. I like the idea of them doing a full rebrand, right? I think this is smart, but I also want to make sure that they're doing and making good cars. I haven't seen any of the cars they've actually put out, which is concerning because it's been a while and they still haven't put anything in. When is Delivered going to start negotiating on PJs? There are other companies that are cooler than us, apparently, that negotiate on jets and planes and all these things with secret plans that they don't reveal to the public. We're not those people. So we're going to get to RVs and we're going to get to Canada before anything else. What's your thoughts on the VW Buzz? Not good enough range, not enough good enough power, but it's cool. I dig it. Do you think they lost their core buyer? Like they're moving to a whole newer market? I think it's fine. I don't. They lost their core buyer, but they're not going to get them back. You don't have experience with RVs, correct? It's why I'm not releasing an RV division today. Have you ever done a podcast interview on your process and your views on the car market? I've done a few. I did one with Brandon, Car Questions Answered, a few times. We're going to be doing some more podcasts. We're also going to be having some people on the stream next month as well. So that's also a really fun thing. Jaguar once had customers. They were once a decent brand. Will Delivered have a Super Bowl commercial? No. Financial audit. I'd love to have, this is an open invite to Caleb Hammer too. We're going to have some people negotiate some car deals next month for us and help us with some clients. And we're going to have him on the stream, and that's an open invite to Caleb Hammer if he wants to, if anyone wants to clip that and send that to him, for him to be on the stream for a few hours, negotiate some car deals for our clients. We're going to do some collabs, and have a little bit of fun with some random people. Teach them how to negotiate, get them some good deals. If they want a car for themselves or if they want, help us with a client car, either way. Hey, how do you negotiate with no haggle dealerships? If they're a true no haggle, there's no negotiating. Most you can get off a Land Cruiser, like 4,000. What's the work-life balance with your employees? Seems fun. They work a 4-day work week. For all the deal coordinators, the deal coordinator supports work a 5-day work week. Wednesday, the 29th. Okay, cool. I don't know why YouTube Skinny's not working. We pride ourselves on work-life balance pretty heavily. We want people to have it. Kelsey, I got muted on TikTok and it seemed a little unfair. I don't know why you got muted. Were you spamming? Can somebody tell me why Kelsey was muted? Somebody let me know why Kelsey was muted. But probably spam. She was spamming. Okay. Let's be careful, or let's be nicer with the mutes, unless it's crazy. Your YouTube mods or TikTok, you just can't spam questions, guys. That's the only thing. Okay, well, I'll let them study your videos. We'll get 12% off for RAV4. Love it. Would you do a reality show about your business? Okay. Kelsey, I hate to tell you, but my chats are saying you were spamming and you got warned multiple times. What car have you hated on calling? TX 550s are annoying. Yeah, guys, it's really hard. Like, I want to give some credit to the moderators. Everybody wants their questions answered, so a lot of people spam questions or spam it. They're doing their best, right? But unless you want the only way for me to answer questions is for it to be spam, then you'll never get your questions answered. It's a Q&A, meaning questions, and I got timed out for asking questions. You just can't spam the questions, guys. It's really not that hard of a concept. Thank you for the $10 donation. We just want to let you know the dealerships for Honda St. Louis is where. Yeah, I mean, I would try probably a different dealership, ABD. Like, I mean, not dealership, but if your credit's concerned, then the 0% might be off the table. What's your reaction from XQC's Dono? Did he donate again? I don't think he donated again. You mean from like a few weeks ago? Yeah, guys, are really not that hard. Just don't put everything in all caps. Yeah, like orange, like example, like you can't use all caps over and over and over. If you keep using all caps, then the moderators will yell at you, which is what they're trained to do. Are you doing deals today? No, we're not doing deals today. This is a shorter stream. I'm not going to be streaming too long. I want to give you guys some type of Q&A. And then tomorrow is a big stream. Tomorrow is the big stream. But as you guys can tell, I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna probably get some sleep here soon. Because I'm just, it's been a long day. So I'm gonna go, and I haven't seen my, I saw my dogs for like 2 minutes. So I'm probably gonna go downstairs, work on the couch, and work. What are you gonna be for Halloween? You guys will see. I have the costume. I tried it on today. It's sick. It's awesome. Nobody's guessed it. Nobody has guessed it. Nobody has guessed it. Most reliable full-size SUV under 50,000. Oh, like a Grand Highlander, but it's really not full-size, but like that's your option. Like 6'7". Crazy enough, still nobody's got it. Most or best negotiation ever. People ask me this question. I don't know if I have a good answer. I need to think about that one more. I need to think about that question more. What do you drive? I drive an M5 CS. You're tired and you're drinking an Alani? Dude, I'm trying. I'm trying to just to stay. Why do you hate calling on TX 550s? Good question. It's just it used to be the GX, but TXs right now are just MSRPs considered a good deal in the hybrids, and you're gonna call 100 dealerships to get a deal done. So it's just a lot of calling and then dealing with dealerships that aren't gonna get a deal done, and then you have to wait to see if they're available. It's just like a lot of repetitive. I mean, we have a team for it, right? But I'm making a lot of calls for a certain client here that have asked me. Sir Purr, that's a good one, but no, it's not Sir Purr. You would like my dog checkers. I don't know what dog checkers are. How many miles on the M5? If you were to sell it, what would it be for? I wouldn't sell it for anything what the market I'd actually dictate for it because I love it too much. So, I mean, I'd probably have to be offered like something stupid, like 155, and maybe I sell it. But that's the market probably dictate 140 to 150, so that's way over market value. But I consider it at that number. That number makes me think of something crazy. Will subscriptions for amenities affect deals? Oh yeah, I need a subscription video. No, I don't think so. I think this subscription, what I'll say is I'm gonna make a video on this, but the subscription stuff is getting overblown dramatically. I don't know where you guys found it on the internet. I've been trying to find the video, like what alerted this, but there has been subscriptions on cars for years. For like 5 years, manufacturers have been doing this. And the things that Toyotas are doing, in my opinion, aren't anything blatant or crazy. It's not like you have to pay $5 to use the heated seats, right? Like it's to use the infotainment center features that like tracking your car, which is very normal, a remote start. Like all of that every brand is doing right now. Now, do I think that manufacturers should make it free? I think if they're going to charge money for their app, this is my opinion. If they're going to charge money for their app better be better than what it is right now. Because right now, I will say, I didn't like a lot of things about my Tesla when I had it, but Tesla's app experience, hands down, is the best car experience on an app, and it's not even close. It is like getting a MacBook and everything else is a 1990s dial-up computer. It's that bad, and the idea that manufacturers are making millions and millions and millions and millions and millions, and millions, billions of dollars. I think it's scummy to charge for a service that finds your car if stolen. Yeah, I mean, again, I think I don't think you should have to charge for it. I think it should just be part of ownership. But if you're gonna charge for it, it better be the best dang app in the world. But like Tesla's app is free, right? You don't need a paid service for Tesla's app. It's part of the experience. And I think it's just people. I think people are not educating. I think the people that are actually in the forefront of building cars do not understand what in the world is on my TV. Sorry, I have a smart TV and not smart TV frame, and I have new pictures today, and it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Most overrated brand. It's controversial, but I'll say Honda. I'll say it, Honda. And I like Hondas. I think Hondas are good, but I think they're the second place to Toyota, and why buy the second place when you buy the first? Look at the failed finance guy who got bullied out of the business. That's crazy. You should talk to my previous owner that asked me to stay, and I did stay for 6 months after I put my 2 weeks in. That's crazy. If I was a failed finance manager, they'd probably just let me go that day, right? But I was there for 6 months, helping them out, because the amount of money they were going to lose was so devastating that. But sure, whatever makes you happy. Honestly, whatever helps you sleep at night. Good deals in Lincoln Navigator. Aviators for sure. Navigators are coming down in price finally. Ever negotiate to add features to a car? There's no simple way to do that. You just want to negotiate the right car to begin with. Like, you don't want to negotiate. You don't want to be in a negotiation where you're negotiating to add things to the car, because it doesn't show that you actually want the car that you're trying to negotiate on. How much can you potentially get off a Civic Si? $1,500 is pretty normal. Can I get $1,500 off the new 2026? You can get more than that, Chris. You can get $3,000, $3,500. 25 versus 26 Rivian. I don't do a lot of Rivian stuff. What's the MMR on my M5? I think last I checked it was in the 140s. It's not worth 155, guys. Have you seen any effects from the tariffs? No. I mean, sure, prices have gone up slightly, but nothing dramatically or crazy. Or do I feel like the car market has been impacted in a major way? Manufacturers are eating most of the cost as of right now. Some MSRPs have raised. BMW raised some MSRPs, but nothing has been like dramatically for impacting of negotiation. Prices have gone slightly up, not 20%, as some people were saying. How much off a Type R? MSRP is a good deal. Grand Highlanders, you can get great deals on right now, especially gas. Honda doesn't negotiate. Yes, they do. Is it possible to get a Raptor R and M or sticker? No, probably 5,000-10,000 over right now. Oh, okay, that's cool, Mohammed. Good job. Oh, just so we're clear, and I think I know where this comment's leading. Just because you did a good job negotiating a car deal for a friend or family member does not mean you would be a good employee here at Delivered. I think this is like a really weird misconception. Maybe it's not weird. It makes sense in theory, right? But like, negotiating a car deal is super important, but we have 90 days of training, and it's about 2 weeks to negotiate the car deal part, and it's 45 days to actually go through and learn the client handling part and the organization and making sure our clients are in the best experience possible. So like, we can train somebody to negotiate a good car deal. I train that every day. That's not a big deal. Super organized and mind memory. Yeah, correct. Yeah. No, I don't do anything with motorcycles, so I'm not familiar with that market. Kind of like changing your oil and saying you're a good mechanic. Exactly. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, just because you can do the task doesn't mean you're going to be good at it. Probably have a few more questions. Do you only negotiate new? We do new and used, which is crazy. Which social media do you think really grabbed for you? You mean like started us? TikTok would be the one that really like started, delivered in a major way. YouTube's probably our more sustained audience at this point. Hey, you guys just helped someone buy a car for my dealership. I love that. What are your thoughts on used corporate vehicles? I'd pass most of the time. I worked at a Subaru Nissan store. TikTok Tommy has his gang name. Or how much are you getting off Subarus? Like 10% on almost everything. How many years of experience do you have? About 7, plus 3 years of doing this. I have about a decade of automotive. What's your dream car? 911 Turbo S, probably still. See, Ken just got a warning that he's spamming. So just a heads up, Ken. It says you're spamming. 6, 7. How much off a Camry SE? Like 4,500, 5,500 off? Were you guys on break from streaming last week? No, I had a lot of travel I had to do. And I'm even traveling for next week. So you guys know that if I'm traveling, it's for good things. Not brand deals. I'm not traveling for brand deals, but we are traveling to do some things. There'll be more travel. I realize the amount I've flown. I don't think people realize the amount I fly. I fly like crazy. I was gonna look at this. Where is it? My flighty. I'll give some props, right? If you fly a lot, the best app I've ever purchased in my life has been the Flighty app. Flighty. There's no code. There's no nothing. If you fly or you have a lot of people in your life that fly, Flighty is amazing. It's like my favorite app in the world. It's great. This year I've taken 36 flights. 36 flights. 36 flights. I've flown 38,000 miles. Been to 18 different airports, 7 different airlines. Crazy. How do you hate Car Edge but like Brandon? Because Car Edge, I don't hate anybody. I want to word this the best way possible. I believe one side actually knows what is going on with the market. Or, I'm sorry, let me correct this. I believe one side genuinely is acting like they know a lot more than what they are. And they're utilizing that in order to sell services. And I think that's very dishonest. What I like about Brandon is Brandon understands what Brandon is doing. Let's be very, very, very real. Like, if you guys want to understand, Brandon doesn't advertise his business. If you guys don't know, Brandon is Car Questions Answered. He doesn't advertise his dealership, right? What does he advertise? His YouTube page. And that is his main job, right? And if you look at Brandon's page, it's hard to ignore results, right? Like, Brandon is getting views. You guys are watching this video over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So he's going to keep feeding it to you because guess what? This is working. This is where his money is made. But he's not trying to convince you to buy from his dealership. You can't even find his dealership, right? So that's what I like. If you guys are willing to watch it and that's what is going to work and that's doing it and that's his main source of income, by all means, rock and roll. That's great. I didn't go to Pittsburgh. I wasn't in Pittsburgh. I was in Texas. But with Car Edge, I believe utilizing the car market is crashing and doing all this in order to get views, in order to sell your service. And I believe a lot of the information you're shoveling isn't even accurate. Now I have a problem with it, right? If a car dealership already has under MSRP on their website, you push a deal off. I mean, it depends on the car. I don't have any free consults left right now. If you guys want to go to so you guys have questions, right? You guys want to learn more about Delivered. You guys want to learn more about everything. I answer all my questions on my website. So if you go to my website, you go to the very bottom right here, you can ask these questions. I answer these every single day. Or you can go into the schedule of the free consult. You'll see I have no spots available because these book out almost immediately. And you can fill out a time here. and then I'll answer any questions you have. This is the best way to get. Um, I don't even know what CarEdge sells. Doesn't seem like it's good advertising. They have a negotiation service. They have their search engine tool, which this actually I'll speak. Let me speak on this because actually this is annoying. This is what I'm mad about companies right now. Is companies suck. Companies as a whole suck at just being good at their job. And I just want to point this out. Like boom, boom. Let me pull this up. And I noticed this. I actually was just talking to this the other day, and it's just frustrating because like how hard is it just to be good at doing something? Let me pull this up. Sorry. It's like, and people have done this to me, right? People have copied me all of the time, and I believe a lot of what CarEdge has done is copied me. But the other thing they're doing is copying people that I like or things I like. So this is Visor. If you guys don't know what Visor is, in my opinion, the best search engine tool. Oh, sorry, the best search engine tool to ever exist. They're great. They've had these. If you've used Visor at all, they have had the same like basic layout the entire time. They have all of their Google reviews, great testimonial. Oh my gosh, so many. And then they have this page that they've had since for the last year, which is why is Visor built different? They talk about what the other sites do, and then they talk about what Visor does special, right? And then they go through a whole bunch of deals, and then they say made by two brothers, and they have this like really cool moment. They've had this forever. CarEdge just went through a revamp of their website, right? I don't like to talk or advertise CarEdge, but I will for this moment because I just think it's slimy. They just went through their own search tool, and immediately it's the same thing. What other car sites work? Now, one thing I want to be very clear just for funsies, right? Just for funsies. What is the first thing that Visor says? Selling your personal info as leads. It's kind of interesting that they didn't put that one on there. If you're going to copy the exact format. What? What are you guys yelling at me for? Yo, chat. Yo, Tommy. What? Is everything okay? Oh, wait. You're saying the screen is too big. I see what you're saying. Okay. I think that's what you're saying. Boom. Is that better? So, right? This is exactly the same. Second, I just want to be very clear. Read about us. If you guys don't know about this, you can purchase this for like $99. Like this thing. You can have all of these companies make you an article for like 90. Like if you ever learn about us or we were featured on and it's all these random websites, understand that that's something you can just purchase. This isn't crazy. But then you go down, right? And about us. They didn't have this before. Now they have this about us. They talk about him and his dad and they're building this and all this great. It's just like, it's like a carbon copy of what Visor is doing, right? But like, it's just crazy because like the first thing on here, which is what I like about Visor, is they don't sell your personal information to dealerships. That's the whole point of this, right? They don't sell or try to convince people to do that. I think it's crazy. And I can tell you for a fact that CarEdge does do something similar to this. They do give information to dealerships. They do have a sign up page to convince people to sell or to sign up and get leads from them. QA, do you like Lotus dealers? I mean, Lotus, I don't know a lot of Lotus, but sure. Proof of human. What is proof of human? Did Visor have proof of human on there? I don't know. But what I will say, and again, Visor, and again, I'm not paid by Visor. People think that I own part of Visor. That's not true at all. People say that all the time. I don't own Visor. I don't like. Again, I know Craig and Cole. The reason why I like them and why I partner with them, and this is why I only partner with companies I really believe in, is it's an unpaid sponsorship. Like it's not even a sponsorship; it's unpaid. And the second they start doing bad things, I would be very clear. They've done, and I won't use a specific example because they fixed it so quick. They've done something that I didn't like, and I told them. I called them. I said, "This is really bad. I think this is against what I believe in, and if this is what's going to continue, then I can't advertise. I can't I couldn't with good faith talk about you guys." And they immediately removed it without even thinking about it. Like, no, we don't want to do that. That wasn't the idea. We were thinking about this idea. And I give a lot of props to a company that's willing to pivot based on just my recommendation. Visor's great. I used it to find it, watch a lot of your videos. Hope I did well. Yeah, I bet you did. Visor's great. I just don't like that people copy them, you know? Like don't copy. Is that so hard? That sounds like special privilege. No, it just sounds like somebody that wants like a recommendation. Like, here's the thing, guys, is the one thing this is what actually, in my opinion, that is very frustrating with like cars.com, Auto Advisor, Car Edge, all of these companies, they see a company like mine, right? Where we advertise, we are using their search engine tool probably more than 99.99999% of buyers, right? We are a gold mine of information to say, this is what I like about your tool, this is what I don't like about your tool. Visor is the only company that's ever reached out to us to give, hey, can you give me feedback on how we can make the tool better? Auto Trader is another one. Yeah. Why didn't Auto Trader ever reach out when we were using their tool all the time? Why haven't they reached out to say, hey, Tommy, what can we do to improve Auto Trader? What can we do to improve cars.com? Like, I understand people are saying I have a big head, but we are negotiating in front of hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people, really, utilizing the tools, negotiating hundreds of car deals on a monthly basis. It makes no sense for these companies. And this is why I talk about bad companies, right? Like, bad companies are not, like, you should be, if I can get any of that information, and I'm not even saying something paid, like, hey, Tommy, do you mind if I call you and, like, can we talk for like 30 minutes on how we can improve our search engine? How hard is that? All companies copy each other, but I don't think it's slimy, in my opinion. Sure, they do it, but that doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it good. When we built our company, when we built our website, we went through and said we're going to do something like, for like, small thing, right? Small thing. Been to almost any website. Here, we'll go here. You go to Car Edge. Almost everybody has this like white, very bright website. One of the things that we did, whoops, 1 second. Yeah, boom. Okay, one of the things that we did is delivered to.me. Okay, is we went very dark, right? Small thing, but this was a very big shift in the market. We didn't copy. This isn't dark mode. This is just our website at all times. This goes against the status quo of, hey, everybody else is this. This is not us. The way we did everything was not a copy paste segment. It was something that we did that we believe was completely different. And that was the idea. We wanted to be different from everybody else. So, and that's part of our design team, right? That's part of our design team. Delivered invented dark mode, but this is no, like, if you go to look at almost any website, right? If we go to any, let's go to cars.com. Very bright, very white. Yes, you can have dark mode. Like, that is possible, yes, but the idea behind it is your custom page is not Auto Trader. Auto Trader. This one's a little bit more black, but still main platform is white. Isn't X dark by, I don't know if X is dark, I don't use. But the other thing that we have to understand is, yeah, I invented the metaphor, bada bing, bada boom. The other thing you have to understand is that, like, taking inspiration is okay, right? Taking inspiration is okay, but there is things that are borderline direct copies. Like, when you're talking the exact idea and just copy and pasting and moving this, it's weird. It doesn't show that you care enough about your company. Shout out to the greatest lawyer. I keep getting called a lawyer. I don't know why. That's because it's easier for those with sight impairments to see black on white than white on black. Sure. I mean, that might be it, but it's worked well for our business to have black on white. That's the whole point. Videos of negotiating used cars or exotic cars. Yeah, exotic cars will come here soon. Love your service and content, but the website front page is pretty generic bland. I will. I think that's crazy. I mean, which is fine, right? You're allowed to think this. But the idea behind our website is from the amount of web designers and compliments that we get on our website is insane. Um, Everything is so thoughtful the where it's at. Everything, the way it pops up, the way it loads, the way everything is custom built from the ground up here. I need to redo these videos. It's on my list. Um, but just everything is built in a very, very particular way. I haven't heard many compliments on our page. Feels like a TikTok shop page. That's insane. You're allowed to not like it, right? But we've gotten so many compliments on our videos before, and our video, and also the amount of people that have copied our website. I can name one person off the top of my head that does the same thing that I do that copied my website almost word for word. Your face is all over it, not the TikTok shop page. Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard the TikTok shop page. Thank you. Appreciate that, Trampy. Honestly, it looks like a regular website. That's fine if that's what you want to believe, but we can't make everybody happy. We are I will say one of the things that will make everybody happy is we are about to do a website refresh. We do a website refresh all the time because so many people do copy us. So we will have a website refresh here probably by the end of the year, hopefully, or Q1. That'll happen here. I think you've done a phenomenal job. Thank you. Appreciate it. Like the proof is, guys, is I don't even need like people's reassurance. The business is doing well. People are able to navigate through the website well. We can track that stats. This is all good. We have no problems, concerns, or qualms there. Contact. Will AI ever become a part of negotiating? I think AI, as much as I like AI is not perfect, and trusting it to negotiate such a big purchase just doesn't make. Oh my God, Frantic, thank you so much for the gifted subs. I appreciate that. It doesn't make sense. And you can test this theory by just using ChatGPT. I'm an avid user of ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT all the time. But how many times are you in the same thread with doing something with ChatGPT and you give it instructions like don't use capitals when writing this prompt, and first 10 are fine, and then 11 all of a sudden it starts doing the exact thing you stopped telling it to never do. It happens all of the time, and you have to recorrect it. You have to redo this. It just doesn't make sense for it to be 100% reliant. Somebody said really, really well that I liked at the convention, which is AI is going to be a tool that some people are thinking are going to replace humans, but are going to realize really quickly that humans want human connection. And those companies, I think, are going to fail much quicker when they're trying to replace humans with AI. I think AIs are a great tool, but people want human touch. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Brandon is so dramatic and Sky is falling, but it gets views, right? It gets views. Yeah. Yeah. And again, I'm not saying everything that CarEdge puts out is bad, right? I will say, like I said, I question their business decisions. I question why they have somebody like Igor so propped up. Honestly, I would have so much more respect for CarEdge if they just banned Igor. Igor was talking crap about me, saying that I never proved that I got the lease deal that I did. He said that was a lie. He said that I never showed it. And the second I showed emails in the comment section, he deleted the text. I still have them, like screenshotted. But the dude's crazy. Like I would have so much respect if they just banned Igor, but they won't do that. So no interview on his yacht. No, not at all. I will tell you, like I said, there's been a few people that have said some things that I've remained pretty quiet on. I'm going to address it 100%. I'm working on a video. So for the people that want me to address some of the comments that have been made against us, it is gonna be done. I just want to do it right. So yeah, unless they want to take down their video, which they know who they are. I'm betting they're watching this. Actually, I don't think they watch my content because they just want to hate on me for no reason. But I will say they could take down their video and apologize. Actually, an issue a formal apology. I would take that. But otherwise, I'll just make my video. So they have until I make my video, which will probably take soon. Courage's service I know costs $1,000, but they do like $300 off all the time. What's a good email address for me? Just go to the link in my bio, or go to my website. Go to my website and do the lead. It's the best way to do that. The only rumor you've had that you don't wash your hands. Can't have respect for a dude that won't pay his bets. Yeah, true. Well, he also said that I wouldn't pay my bets, and that was the whole reason that everything was happening. But he does a pretty good Tomislav Mikula. True. Okay. Right, an hour and a half. I got like another 4 minutes, and then I'm gonna jump off. And then we're gonna go crazy YouTube or crazy stream tomorrow with a costume for Halloween because it's Halloween. Do you want to build a snowman? Ooh, did you think of the gift or the Halloween costume? Just kidding. What else? Do you call dealerships only or private sellers? Just dealerships. What time tomorrow? 3 p.m. Eastern. In future, will you be able to boast your company for having real people to deal with, not AI? Yeah, we don't have AI talk to anybody. We have automated prompts that go out when you sign up, but like everybody you're talking to delivers real people. Like we're all real people, which is why our payroll is so high because we have real people. Igor has to work for CarEdge. He has over 11,000 posts responding to people. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't know. He says he's unemployed. I don't know if I believe it, but I feel like there has to be something there. Does it have a bandana? No. I thought Friday was Halloween. It is, but I'm not going live on Friday. I would like to know your quality on Carvana. I wouldn't buy from Carvana. I can play more with Perplexity. Last time I changed it, I still like ChatGPT better, but that's just personal preference. Okay, guys. I keep getting all these Uber receipts. Also, I'm really hoping people. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. Chill. Okay. Oh, also, yeah, last night I went go-karting with a whole bunch of other TikTokers. It was good. It was fun. Okay, guys, I'm gonna jump off tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna go live. If you guys want to sign up for the service, $5 fee of $1,000. We handle everything. Timeline takes about 2 weeks for us to get a deal done from the day you pay to having the deal complete. I'd love to help everybody out. We're gonna be streaming along tomorrow. I don't know how long, but I think you guys are gonna enjoy the costume. You guys are gonna enjoy the experience. It's gonna be a fun, golly good time. But I'm gonna go get some food and relax and hang out with the dogs while working on my couch. It was